I feel weird. All right, so I'm just getting back from grabbing some stuff. Had to do something at Walmart, send something, and then grab some snacks because it's time to eat again. But what I wanted to talk about today are other people's kids. So I am not a parenting guru. I don't care how people parent their kids. I feel like Lindsay and I parent our kids very, very well. They're respectful. Our girls are smart. They know right from wrong for the most part. And when they see an adult, they say their pleases, their thank yous. They don't hit people in the middle of the place. They argue sometimes in front of other people, but then we stop them and they listen. I can tell them to go take out the trash or do something, and they do it right away without much fuss, if any. I feel like we're doing it good. I grew up Asian, getting basically elders ruled, and that's how I grew up. But I mean, maybe it was in Walmart, maybe it's just because it's Walmart, but like I watch other people's kids and holy crap, they get away with murder. So I'm in line about to pay for my food, and the line's really, really long, and I'm just kind of looking on my phone, and I just hear this kid in the back just going like screaming, like yelling as loud as I can. I'm just trying to ignore it, looking down, and I kind of peek back and look at him, and he's screaming like now looking at me screaming, and the parents are literally just on their phone, ignoring it completely, which may be a parenting style. I don't know about that parenting style, but that could be a total parenting style of just let your kids freaking blow your eardrums out and ignore them and see what happens. And then his sister starts crying, and his sister's in a cart. He's standing, sister's in a cart, and she's screaming now, and they're just not saying anything. But it's getting really, really loud where people are starting to look back, and they're literally right behind me, so I can't be like, what's going on? So I'm just taking it. I'm taking the brunt of it, and the cart's behind. And for some reason, this little dude has his own cart. It's Walmart, so they have like two carts, one regular cart, and then one like, not a smaller cart, but a shorter cart. Which like, just have one cart, guys. I don't know why you have two carts. So he's able to push this cart. Well, then he starts ramming the cart into the candy aisle next to me, because I'm like that far up. Candy aisle here, ramming the cart. And I look over, because candy's falling, and I'm looking over, and then I look at the parents, and they look at me, and then they look back down at their phone. I'm looking at the kid, and he's just ramming the freaking cart. And I literally, like, I'm in awe. I'm like, what do I do? Like, if these were my kids, smack in the face, punch in the gut. Really, we don't do that. But, like, do something. Tell the kid to stop. You know, we don't spank our kids, per se. Like, sometimes we'll do a slap on the hand, especially when they were younger, for them to understand. But we don't spank our kids. We don't put the pants down, do the spank at all. But I'm not against that. So if you guys are against that, comment below. Tell me why. Tell me why. Give me a good reason. You do it to puppies. So, anyways, in my mind, I'm having this fantasy where I'm just spanking the shit out of this kid. And he's just like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Lou. I'm so sorry. But nobody's spanking the kid. Nobody's doing anything. And then he starts ramming it into my leg. And the first time he did it, I looked over. He kind of stopped, looked up at his parents. His parents looked at me, went back down on their phone. He rammed it again. And so I took the cart and I pushed it. Like I pushed it, but I pushed it so hard that it tipped on its side. And then it was my turn to go and pay. The cart, as I was leaving, was still laying there. Nobody at Walmart said anything. The parents didn't say anything. The kids didn't get disciplined. What is wrong with other people's kids? I don't have a temper normally, but I start to play off the vibe of other people. I'm not that guy that's going to walk in a Target and make a big scene. I'm very quiet. But then it personally affected me, where he was hitting me. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was kind of like, the top of my thigh when I'm sitting there like, what the frick? And then I know the second one I kind of hit back. And then the third time I literally just pushed it. I did scare a grandmother right next to me. But besides the point, besides the whole knocking over of a cart thing, like, why are people just afraid to parent their kids now? Are they afraid of CPS? Are they afraid of spanking? this is not a spanking argument, but like sometimes people just need to freaking discipline their kids. If you're not going to discipline your kids, they're going to grow up in a world where they think they can do whatever they want, and then they're going to end up in jail. They're going to end up dead. This is our job as a parent. We're not to be best friends. And for those parents, seriously, that I did not say a word to them, but stop looking at your stupid phones and be a parent to your kids. I mean, anybody can be a parent, and it's ridiculous. That's my 5-minute freaking rant.